Hey there. I know that right now you're not seeing my face. What you're seeing is a view into the distance in the mountains here in western North Carolina. But this is Tracy Cotton with Morrow Insurance Agency. A Periscope early today from Atlanta Bread Company in Asheville. Hey there, Terry. Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, I'm just at the coffee shop. I just got through having some breakfast and I decided to go ahead and do my Periscope now instead of later because I've got a class later today. And I wanted to do it outside because I really wanted to just highlight a little bit about the beautiful spring weather here in western North Carolina. Normally I do my broadcast from Marion, North Carolina, which is in the foothills, but today I'm in Asheville and you can see in the background the beautiful mountains. We're a little bit higher up here in Asheville than down in Marion, but again, I just wanted to jump on and do a Periscope. I have a question of the day today that I'm hoping that some of you out there in Periscope world might find of some interest. And I just look forward to talking to everybody today. I appreciate those of you joining me. Hey Reagan, hey, how are you doing? I hope the weather is nice there, down there near Charleston. For those of you who don't know Reagan, she does an awesome podcast early in the morning. Not podcast, I'm sorry, Periscope. I've got podcasts on the brain because I've been listening to those a lot lately. Hey Keenan, nice to have you aboard. Appreciate it. So for those of you joining me that may not see me normally because I usually am in the afternoons, my Periscopes are all about small business and farm business insurance. I'm an insurance agent. I work primarily with small businesses and farms in western North Carolina, and today my question has to do with that. I get a lot of folks who, oh, sorry to hear that. Bright attitude. Yeah, that's the right attitude to have. For those of you who might catch this later on YouTube, if you see me talking to people and you hear me talking to people, that's because on Periscope there's a little chat box. And so if you get a chance, actually try to catch me on Periscope and you can actually ask questions and interact with me. But otherwise, we appreciate you checking us out on YouTube, and that's the Morrow Insurance channel on YouTube. So anyway, back to the question of the day. I have a lot of folks that, in North Carolina especially, that have had their farm insurance for years with Farm Bureau. Farm Bureau is very active in supporting farmers in North Carolina and lots of other states. I know that Tennessee and some other southern states, Farm Bureau and their insurance is very popular. There's other states out in the Midwest where there's other types of farm unions and credit unions and so forth that are involved in insurance. But I know that some people might be wondering, if I've got a farm and I usually would normally do business for my insurance with a farm specialty insurance carrier, why would I want to come to an independent insurance agent? You know, what would you have to offer that they don't? You know, they're involved in farming, they're supportive in farming, I'm loyal, and I've got a couple of points to make about that today, and that's my question of the day. So the biggest thing that's really true about any independent insurance agent versus somebody who only represents one company, which happens to be the case for most of the farm insurance specialists out there, is they only have one carrier. That's all they do, is just Farm Bureau or whatever it is. And an independent insurance agent has multiple carriers. And multiple carriers gives you both choice and the possibility of better pricing. But more importantly, and truly more importantly, I think in today's world, especially with the changing world of farming, it's not just about having a house and a few little, garden plots, a barn and maybe some livestock. It's about lots of other things. And so having an insurance agent that actually has lots of coverage options for you, including product liability. For my folks out there that are raising goats or cows and they're using their milk for cheese makers, well, one of the things they do is sell cheese. And their regular insurance policies they have on the farm are not necessarily going to cover their product as they're manufacturing food. They're actually not just taking and selling some milk. Milk in itself is probably not going to be as big an issue a lot of times because they're selling it to a distributor who's mixing it up and kind of taking the full liability for that. But if they're actually selling their cheese, if they're actually selling their product, a lot of times there's very limited coverage underneath the farm policy for that. And so to get that product liability, they really have to look someplace a little bit more in tune with food manufacturing. And so an insurance agent who's independent may have business insurance policies that could go along with the farm policy and really get the whole package. Not just the farm for the goats there and for the house there and for the things that are being grown there and what might happen on the farm premises, but really what happens outside of the farm premises. When they're taking things to market, when they're going to tailgate markets, when they're going to festivals like the Carolina Mountain Cheese Festival that's coming up in Asheville here in just a couple of weeks. So that's one of the things that I think that an independent insurance agent can really help a farm. They can have more options from coverage standpoint, but they can also have more options from a pricing standpoint. If you've not actually shopped around in years and you have more than one carrier to kind of bid on your policies, it could really benefit you. I mean, we're talking about big money savings. The other thing I think that goes along with that, though, is that a lot of farmers are doing different things now in addition to making products. They're starting to open their home up to a bed and breakfast, or they're starting to have activities on the farm. You know, they're having like festivals on their farm. And some of those take a lot more coverage that's included than just a regular farm owner's policy. And so definitely check it out, look around and see what might be available in your area. As I always say, make sure and talk to your local insurance agent first, whoever that is, and see what options you have. And if you have questions about insurance, remember to just email me. My email address is insurancewisetracy@gmail.com. And I look forward to getting those questions. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next couple of days. I don't know where I'll turn up tomorrow, but I will be out and about, not just behind a desk. And I look forward to being able to share a little bit of beautiful Western North Carolina with my folks out there on Periscope land. Thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time. And if you're catching this on the replay, again, the question is, you know, why should I look at an independent insurance agent for my farm insurance? And I hope that you will listen in and you will take heed of that, and it'll be something you're able to really do something with. Otherwise, I will look forward to seeing everyone later. Y'all have a great day.